The world tells you that power comes from speaking louder, reacting faster, explaining yourself more. That belief is weak. Manipulators thrive on noise, emotion, and urgency. They need you off balance. They need your words. They need your reaction. Silence terrifies them because silence removes their leverage. If you have ever felt drained after conversations, confused after simple exchanges, or guilty for no clear reason, understand this. You were not weak. You were targeted. Manipulators do not attack strength directly. They provoke it. They test it. They pull it into the open and exhaust it. Society labels silence as passivity. Stoicism exposes silence as control. You are not here to learn clever comebacks. You are here to remove yourself from the psychological battlefield entirely. When you stop feeding manipulation, it starves. When you stop explaining yourself, you regain authority. When you stop reacting, you become unreadable. This video is not about winning arguments. It is about ending them before they begin. You were never meant to be understood by everyone. You were meant to be unshakable. The disciplined man does not dominate by force. He dominates by absence. What you will hear today are not phrases meant to impress. They are boundaries forged from ancient restraint. Use them correctly, and conversations end. Pressure dissolves, control returns. Not because you fight harder, but because you no longer fight at all. Marcus Aurelius wrote that the best revenge is to be unlike the one who harmed you. That sentence alone dismantles modern manipulation. Stoicism was not created to comfort fragile egos. It was designed to build inner fortresses. Seneca warned that no man is free who cannot command himself. Epictetus taught that people are disturbed not by events, but by their judgments about them. Manipulators understand this instinctively. They do not control events. They control reactions. Ancient Stoics trained men to remove that weakness. They knew silence carried more authority than explanation. They knew restraint was strength, disguised as calm. In a world addicted to emotional display, the Stoic stands apart by refusing participation. Modern culture rewards oversharing and instant response. Stoicism exposes this as self-betrayal. The disciplined man does not rush to clarify. He observes. He does not justify himself to those who misunderstand him. He acts according to reason, not approval. The Stoics lived under emperors, exile, and death sentences. Yet they mastered their inner life. Compared to that, modern manipulation is small. When you adopt Stoic phrases, you are not memorizing lines. You are inheriting centuries of psychological warfare refined into restraint. These phrases work because they are rooted in indifference to external control. There is a clear difference between the herd and the disciplined man. The herd speaks to be accepted. The disciplined man speaks only when necessary. The herd explains itself endlessly. The disciplined man lets actions speak. The herd fears silence because silence exposes insecurity. The disciplined man uses silence to expose others. Manipulators survive among the herd because emotional chaos hides their tactics. Around a disciplined man, manipulation collapses. He does not chase validation. He does not defend every accusation. He does not correct every misunderstanding. He understands that dignity does not require agreement. Noise is the language of those seeking control. Silence is the language of those who already have it. When you stop reacting, manipulators feel invisible. When you refuse emotional engagement, they lose footing. This separation is not arrogance. It is discipline. You are not superior because you dominate others. You are superior because you dominate yourself. The moment you stop seeking to be seen as good, reasonable, or likable, manipulation loses oxygen. Calm presence creates pressure without aggression. A controlled man is unpredictable because he cannot be provoked on demand. That unpredictability is what manipulators fear most. Phrase 1. I will think about it. This phrase disrupts urgency. Manipulators rely on speed. They want immediate answers, emotional reactions, and quick commitments. When you say you will think about it, you reclaim time. Time restores reason. This phrase signals independence. You are not refusing, you are not agreeing. You are removing yourself from pressure. It communicates that your decisions are internal, not influenced by force. The manipulator cannot argue with thought. They cannot rush patience. This phrase creates space, and space is where manipulation dies. Phrase 2. That is your interpretation. Manipulators project meaning onto your words and actions. This phrase calmly rejects ownership of their assumptions. You do not argue the interpretation. You simply detach from it. It forces responsibility back onto them. You are not denying reality. You are denying distortion. This phrase ends circular arguments. It removes you from defending intentions you never had. Phrase 3. I am comfortable with my decision. Manipulators attack confidence by questioning certainty. This phrase closes that door. It is calm, it is final, it does not explain. Comfort implies thought has already occurred. There is no insecurity to exploit. You do not need approval when you are at peace with your choice. Phrase 4. We see this differently. This phrase acknowledges difference without conflict. Manipulators want conversion. They want you to adopt their frame. This phrase refuses alignment without hostility. It establishes intellectual independence. There is no argument to win if perspectives are simply separate. Phrase 5. I am not discussing this further. Boundaries terrify manipulators. This phrase is not aggressive. It is declarative. Discussion ends when participation ends. You do not justify the boundary. You state it. This trains others how to treat you. Phrase 6. That does not concern me. Manipulators insert themselves into your priorities. This phrase removes false responsibility. You are not dismissive. You are selective. Attention is currency. You decide where it goes. Phrase 7. I have already answered that. Repetition is a manipulation tactic. This phrase exposes it without emotion. It signals awareness. Awareness is lethal to manipulation. You refuse to re-enter the loop. Discomfort will arise when you use these phrases. Silence feels heavy at first. Solitude feels unfamiliar. This is training, not punishment. Muscles ache when strengthened. The mind resists discipline before it respects it. Manipulators may escalate when control slips. Stay still. Let their urgency reveal itself. Your calm will feel unnatural to them. That is proof of progress. Growth is quiet. Power settles inward. The Stoics did not seek ease. They sought mastery. Every moment you choose restraint over reaction, you refine your edge. This is not loneliness. This is independence. You are no longer required to be understood. You are not obligated to engage. You are not responsible for others' emotions. You move differently now. With less explanation, with fewer words, with greater weight behind each one. This is irreversible. Once you taste control, chaos loses appeal. You are disciplined. You are grounded. You are untouchable.